This video is brought to you by Reaper Apparel Company. Stay tuned until after the video to learn how you can save 10% off of your order. Hey, what's happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan. Welcome to this edition of The Fuel. Where in this episode, we're going to be talking about the 2025 IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge from the Daytona International Speedway. The Michelin Pilot Challenge is basically number 2 in the IMSA hierarchy behind only the WeatherTech Sportscar Championship. But I tell you what, this race was a total fucking slopfest, because the number of penalties that were handed out in this race was unbelievable. Like, I think it takes 2 hands and 2 feet to be able to tell you how many fucking penalties there were in this race. Now, the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge has only 1 race per weekend during its schedule because they're longer races. For some of their bigger races, it's 4 hours, but typically it's just a 2-hour race. But my God, man, this race. I mean, the racing was actually pretty good, like the on-track action, but good Lord, like, there were some dumb penalties in this race. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. This might take a little bit longer because I actually have 3 pages of notes sitting here. So let's get into it. So 4-hour time limit. The number 28 RS1 Porsche starts from overall pole. Because these are longer races, it's multiple drivers, unlike in some of the lower tier series. Classes are GS and TCR. That's what their branding is. The GS class is much quicker than TCR. There were 43 total cars in this race between the 2 classes. So quite the field. The number 13 Mustang gets the lead on the start heading into turn number 1. Number 67 at Burkhand in the CSM Porsche takes the lead on lap 2 in turn 1. The number 30 Mustang with a spin in the infield section. The number 28 of Mars gets by Paley for second in turn 1. Then we have a full course caution from William Talley getting spun by another car and into the wall in turn 6. Restart with 3 hours and 41 minutes to go. The number 39 gets spun by the number 46 in turn 6, causing damage to both cars. So we have another full course caution for debris in turn 6. We're going to restart with 3 hours and 26 minutes left. And this is when the flood of penalties began. First half of this race was just full of nothing but penalties. The 46 gets hit with an incident responsibility penalty for the incident with the 39, which we just talked about. The number 17 and the number 93 cars get hit with a speeding penalty. Number 55 gets slapped by another car in the Le Mans chicane. The number 12 gets sideways in turn 5, but gets going. The number 46 gets a stop plus 60 for doing more than emergency services in a closed pit. So it's a stop and go penalty, but they have to stop for 60 seconds. So that's an ouchie. The number 33 on Morris gets by the 7 of Nito for second in TCR. And the 98 tries to get by the 7 as well. The number 12 gets penalized for a speeding violation. The number 98 of Gottsacker, that's a funny name, with a flat right front tire. The number 39 of Sean McAllister gets spun again, this time in the Le Mans chicane by the 43 car. The number 28 of Mars starts slowing down on the track from second in GS, but gets it back going again. I don't know if he had to cycle the car or whatever the case may be. The number 10 of Christina Lamb gets into the grass coming off turn 1 and spins out. First hour was absolute chaos. The number 43 gets penalized for avoidable contact with the 39. The number 98 gets penalized for equipment leaving the pit box. The number 67 at Burkhardt pits from the lead with 3 hours and 1 minute left. The number 9 of Oss gets caught speeding on pit road. The number 89 of Steve Fitch slow in the infield section, but cycles the system and gets back up to speed. The number 44 of Uretsky gets penalized for leaving pit stall with equipment. That's a drive-through penalty. Then we get a full course caution at number 3 for the number 71 Aston Martin losing a left rear wheel coming into the oval section after 23 laps. How the hell does that happen? So that was a what the fuck moment. So we have a restart with 2 hours and 17 minutes left, but then we immediately get another full course caution, our 4th of the race, when the number 72, 55, and 31 are all involved in a multi-car melee in turn 1 after all 3 tried to go 3 wide, and it didn't work. Go figure. Failed miserably. Much like the first half of this race. Number 89 gets penalized for too many men over the wall. So we get a restart with 2 hours and 3 minutes left, so we're just about to the halfway point. The number 59 at Johnson takes the overall race lead. A couple more penalties. Number 49 is penalized for an improper pit procedure. The 66 gets a stop plus 3 minutes and 48 second penalty for an improper wave by. Ooh. So basically, it's a 2-lap penalty. Yeah. The number 67 also with a penalty for stopping in the wrong pit box. So, it's like I said, it's like the name of this episode says, Pilot Slopfest. The first 2 hours of this race was sloppy as fuck. Like, it was insanity. It's like, what a laundry list of botches here. From so many different teams and drivers. Unreal. But the second half of the race was much better. Like, a lot better. The battle for second and GS heats up between the 17 of Taylor and the number 30 of Williams. The number 13 of Altsman starts gaining on the battle for second and GS. The number 99 of Powell may have run the car out of fuel, having been 28 laps since his last pit at this point. The number 28 of Mars joins the battle for second in GS. The number 94 spins out in turn 1 but gets back on again. Ken Goldberg driving the car on this stint. Pit stop cycle going on with 1 hour and 25 minutes left. The number 28 of Halen manages to jump the 59 of Johnson on the pit stop cycle to take the GS lead. Johnson gets a run in turn 6 on Halen and retakes the GS lead, but Halen was not going away at this point. Then you have the lone McLaren in the field, the number 44 of Michael Cooper. He begins tracking down the top 2 in the GS class as his car was coming alive as the sun was beginning to set, because this took place, this started in the afternoon and went into the evening. Halen tries to challenge Johnson for the lead going into the Le Mans chicane, then tries the outside in the tri-oval, but was unable to take the lead. Cooper has managed to catch him at this point and was underneath the Halen for second down the front stretch. Cooper then challenges Johnson coming out of turn 6 for the GS lead, but can't quite complete the pass. Then we have final pit stops with 45 minutes left. Halen gets back ahead of Cooper on the pit stop cycle for second. The number 76 of DuPont jumps the number 33 of Wilkins for the lead in TCR. And we get our final full course caution, the 5th one of the day, for the number 43 of Slade Stewart up against the wall at the exit of pit road. I guess he spun out coming out of the pits and stalled the car and wasn't able to get back on again. So we have a restart with 23 minutes to go. Halen tries to dive bomb Johnson into turn 1 but goes way wide. The number 96 spins in the infield section. The number 19 gets penalized for improper pitting, so the penalties are still coming in. Halen forces his way by Johnson for the lead in the Le Mans chicane, and now Johnson finds himself in a dogfight for second with the 57 of Morad, and then you have Cooper and Altsman also right there as well. Altsman gets by Morad for 4th. The number 67 gets penalized for the incident with the 96 on the restart. Johnson and Cooper starts closing back in on Halen for the race lead in GS. So that battle was still going on. DuPont and Wilkins continued their battle for the TCR lead. Of course, their teammates. And that battle was really good. Like, both classes had great battles for the win coming down to the wire. So Cooper challenges Johnson for second out of 6 and takes it in the Le Mans chicane. With 10 minutes to go, the gap between Halen and Cooper for the GS win is 0.8 of a second, and Cooper was closing fast. So like I said, both classes with great battles for the win. Really saved this race, in my opinion, because the first half was just a slop fest. But Cooper is able to take the lead out of 6 in GS. Halen's still right there, coming to 2 laps to go. Halen tries to dive bomb into turn 6, but can't quite get there. And Michael Cooper wins the overall and GS race for accelerating performance. And then Denny DuPont wins the TCR class in a photo finish with his teammate Wilkins. So yeah, like I said, the first half was a complete slop fest. The second half was pretty damn good. Some great battles in the podium for both classes, and great battles for the win in both classes as well. Really saved this race. The second half of this race saved this from being a pretty mediocre race. So that brings us to my final rating for this race. Like I said, it was a solid race, but way too many botches, way too many penalties. I mean, like I said, it was a fucking slop fest. But second half of this race was really good. Not as many penalties, lots of great battles. So I think that saved it in my opinion. So my final rating for the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge at Daytona, I'll give it a 6. I think I pretty much gave all of the IMSA races, the lower tier series at Daytona, a 6. Now that I think about it. Yeah, because I gave VP Sports Car Challenge a 6. MX5 Cup a 6, and now this one a 6. So pretty consistent across the board, if I may say so myself. That's kind of crazy. But anywho, that's going to do it for this edition of The Fuel. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this is the PackerMan signing out. See you later. Hey, what's happening, ladies and germs? This is the PackerMan letting you know that tonight's video was sponsored by Reaper Apparel Company. By clicking on the affiliate link down below in the description box, you'll be able to browse through many of their different wares, such as hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other cool items. When you place an order and you go to checkout, be sure to type in the code PackerMan and you'll be able to save 10% off of your order. Reaper Apparel Company. Apparel to die for. Hey, ladies and germs, just want to say thank you for watching tonight's video. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And also check out my other channels, Isaac the Survivalist and Our Honor Defend Archives, if you're a Buckeye fan. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.